Anyways, this is implicitly, if it was assigned a 1, if it were to represent a negative value, if these 7 bits were alternating either 0 and 1s, for instance, as in this example, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, that value there, here is a positive value since it's assigned a 0 at the most significant bit, which is the one that's furthest to the left. And if it was given a 1, then it would be this value here would be a negative value. But when, let's say, using a math.abs function, this is a standard type of method or function that is usually within a math library that is included into, let's say, a software development kit or a various compilers like the C programming language or C# language, C++, JavaScript may have it, I believe, I forget. jQuery may have something like that too within it. It's been a while. I know that ActionScript has a math.abs method and function like this. What that does is ABS is the abbreviation for absolute value, or to convert whatever may be or may follow within the parentheses. If it were, let's say, a negative value, or if, let's say, maybe a floating point decimal value, if it was a negative value, it converts, it truncates the negative sign and just displays the whole number. If it was a decimal value, it truncates anything that would follow after the decimal value. The fraction part of the value would be truncated or deleted, and all that would remain is the any value that was preceding that decimal point, its whole number, along with the negative sign, would be truncated or removed. And if it were to be displayed on the screen or placed into a another area of the program to compute something, for instance, here they are showing, if you look at where I'm highlighting, negative 123, the negative sign here is truncated or removed, and the whole number 123 displays or is computed somewhere else in the program. Now, that is like, for instance, if this was set to, okay, let me convert decimal to binary. Instead of binary to decimal, I have to do decimal to binary. So let's just do this. Do negative 123 decimal to binary. Just take away that negative sign. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 bits there because the 8th bit is not. The 8th bit is a 0. Okay. Based off of counting from right to left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the last one, that would be the sign bit, has 0 as the value. So on here, there's a bit of a glitch that it's not displaying because there's basically no value assigned to it. Whereas if it was a 1, then it would be negative 123 here, and it would display an extra 1 where it's highlighted there. There'd be 8 bits instead of 7 here. So basically, this right there would be, let's say, if a binary value was placed into here, and then let's say it was converted into the appropriate, let's say it was, if you take this binary value and B and to integer. I'm not sure exactly what language this is. What is this for exactly? Oh wait, here. It's a .NET API or .NET. Okay, so I'll just do this. .NET API. Let's see. Oops. So Microsoft .docs represents an 8-bit unsigned integer. .NET also includes a signed 8-bit integer value by sbyte. That's right. Okay. Which represents values that range from negative 128 to positive 127. Where if the reason why it's missing one whole number is because if it's a positive value, there would be a 0 just like I was demonstrating. Yeah, it's getting crazy now. There. Back to 53 here. Now, if you see, there's only 7 values here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, this was not displaying in the output that most significant bit for, let's say, a positive value of 127. Okay, so if you type in 127, I think it was 2 decimal. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7. Because the most significant bit is assigned a 0, so there's a glitch with the output where it only displays the ones that are where as soon as it begins with a 1, for instance, here I believe, or that's the way it's formatted, so that it doesn't display the all 8 bits unless it was a negative value. If it was negative, great. If it was negative, this would be a 1, and this would be obviously then negative 53 instead of 53. Now, the math.abs function would take, if negative 53 was inserted into this function here, math.abs, as absolute decimal value. If, let's say, negative 53 was placed into here, whereas math.abs does accept negative values by default based on, where is it? Here. S-byte, I should say. If it was negative 53 was put into here, it would automatically convert it by where it would convert this the most significant bit would be assigned a 1, since this would be, let's say, negative 53. Would be converted to a 0 implicitly based on math.abs's ability to do that from its library. The way it would be configured by the developers of the .NET applications programmers interface, the designers of this function had automatically configured it so that it would